Welcome to Deeply Disturbing Things.
Cha-cha, chit-chat.
I'm Macie.
I'm Naomi.
How's it going?
It's going great. I did my homework. I listened to the podcast.
Oh, that's good. I didn't.
So I know that I was supposed to report back on the origins of the word doppelganger.
Oh, was that the thing?
Yes. Would you like to hear?
Yes, please.
According to German folklore.
I was wondering because that's how I found the spelling in two different ways. And one was German and I liked it.
Has the
Yep, that.
All living creatures have a spirit double who is invisible but identical to the living individual.
I love that.
Yes. These second selves are perceived to be distinct from ghosts, which appear only after death.
Okay.
And sometimes they're described as the spiritual opposite or the negative of their human counterparts.
Oh,
so it's like our shadow.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, it's almost like our shadow self. Very interesting. That's why they have to be put down. Like I talked about.
Doppelganger comes from doppel, meaning double, and ganger, meaning goer.
Ah.
And now we know.
That's great. Did you hear about Hank the Tank?
What?
Do you know who Hank the Tank is?
My reference might be totally different than your reference.
Probably. This is a California police issue now.
Oh, mine is Will Ferrell's character in Old School. So this probably totally different.
Very different. It's this bear here. He's a 500-pound bear in California who's been named Hank the Tank. And he's so big that he's been breaking into house, like using his weight to break into houses to eat all their like foods and garbage and stuff.
How heavy is he?
500 pounds.
Oh my gosh, he could be on my 500-pound life.
Right. Talk about a show that I can really dive into. Yeah, and it's like I heard people talking about it, but like sadly, he's so used to humans, they're saying that he may have to be just put down because they've tried all the non-lethal deterrents and he keeps coming back. But there are advocates at like a wild refuge that want him relocated to a sanctuary, which like, why the heck not? I don't understand. Like Dart, the big guy, put 5 darts in his neck, however many it takes to knock him down, and go put him in a wildlife park.
Lift him up with a helicopter thing.
Yeah.
Carry him snoozing in that helicopter hammock, or lay him down gently somewhere far away from civilization, or at least where it would take him a while. And by the time he got there, he probably wouldn't weigh 500 pounds anymore.
That's very true. He probably wouldn't. And I mean, worst case scenario,
problem solved.
Could he not go to like a sanctuary or even a zoo where he's taken well care of? Like, I don't know. Like, does the option have to be like people suck and have expanded so much and don't know how to put their garbage away appropriately? Like that, then he gets
exactly.
I don't agree with it.
Yes, let's respect all of those that were here before us.
So I'm gonna be following the Hank the Tank to see what happens to him, because I feel
if they put him down, I'm gonna be very mad.
We should write a strongly worded letter. But yes, I just did the polar bear episode. It's close to my heart.
Yeah, like a zoo would be appropriate possibly in this case. If they can't figure out a wildlife solution, I think it's better than just killing the poor
they've already talked about like the need to potentially put him down. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll keep you posted.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sure we just need a bunch of advocates to get wind of it.
Yeah, I think they have. I think wind is happening. I like your scarf, by the way.
Well, because it's quite nippy outside today. We're having an Arctic blast of some kind.
There's icicles outside of my window, and when I stepped on my back porch today, it like creaked in a way that like sounded like I was gonna fall through. Like
it's very unpleasant to be outside today.
It is, and it's stupid. It was like spring 2 days ago, and it was like,
I went on a hike 2 days ago.
It's so warm, and now it like snowed 3 inches, and it's freezing. I don't like it.
It makes no sense.
Ugh.
I went on a sunshiny hike on Sunday, and then I wake up Monday to a blizzard outside. Like, what happened?
Literally blizzarding. And
it was snowing sideways.
Me and my outdoor cat saga. Like I felt so bad because that night that it came in, I had it because it had been warm. I had unplugged the cat bed warmer thing. So I plugged it in yesterday, and I'm like trying to fortify because like the blizzardy stuff was like, just like, that sucks. I would hate to be outside. So I'm trying to
know. Every time I had to go outside today, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Last time it's so cold it hurt my teeth.
Yeah, I went outside I walk Boo down the stairs. The cold hurts his hips so much more. Like he's so owies, and he goes to the vet tomorrow, so I'm hoping they can help his poor dog hipples.
That's good. When Lisa had that stuff, those CBD animal drops seem to make a little bit of a difference.
I've done CBD oil in his food for the past like 6 months now. I mean, it's just progressively getting worse. Doesn't mean that it wouldn't be worse now if it weren't for that, but I've done all of the like certain, I don't know, like I've done that. I was recommended fish oil, that's a good lubricant for the joints. I do that once a day. And then also those just like the treats that have whatever that stuff is that's good for joints. So like he's had all of that. So I don't know if we're like at the point of whatever those shots are that supposedly help.
Like some kind of cortisone or something.
Yeah, something like that, and it, like to ease inflammation. But I probably have to give it to him myself because they said it's cheaper.
Lisa also used to enjoy a nice massage on the bones.
Boo loves a good massage. You have to like ease him into it, or he gets all his worried eyes like. That's exactly what it looks like. But then I just slow massage. I actually even put down a heated blanket on his bed to try to, because the warmth instead of the cold. It's such a pet mom at the moment.
Oh, so hard. I was so stressed out Lisa's last year of life. It was just so much medical emergencies constantly and worry.
I just like randomly cried yesterday looking at him, thinking about worst case scenarios. I just cried, and he like, poor him, like hurting. He's always been my anxiety animal where like if I'm anxious or upset, he's right there. So he gets up all limpy and limps over to me to give me comfort about me being upset about him. So heartbreaking. I can't.
I know. Can't. Dogs are too sad. That's why I can't get another one.
I know. I'm like, and I mean, this is a pretty good run, 10 years. And I guarantee you he's going to last at least another 4 because I can't tolerate anything less. And I'm probably going to have him stuffed. I'm going to do that. What's it called? The freeze dried.
Cryo, the pet cryo.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm going to freeze dry a Boo.
Good plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I feel like there's something else.
Topic on Thursday this week.
Yeah. I don't have my new tracker.
Did I show you our new microphone?
No, you're cutting out. Why are you cutting out so much?
Did I show you it?
You're cutting out. Stop it.
Maybe my internet is unstable. It's probably too cold for Wi-Fi.
You're unstable. Yeah, it's probably
unstable.
The cold. You haven't shown me the new microphone yet.
Okay, I'll show you.
Why aren't you using it right now?
I forgot until just now.
Okay. Oh, so fancy. I don't like how phallic it is though. It's a little bit more phallic than mine. Mine's like.
It is.
Yeah.
Very phallic.
Okay, I have one more thing to share.
We'll have to deal with it.
Oh, sorry, you're frozen. Let me wait for your bad internet connection. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, it keeps cutting out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just gonna assume it's you, even though it could be me. So I started watching on Netflix. My next go-to has been Love is Blind. I don't know if you've seen that on
Oh, I
there.
heard about that.
So I watched the US version and I'm watching the one in Japan, and I really like the Japan one way more than the US version. Just like the cultural differences is so much more appealing to me in the Japan version of that scenario, I guess. I do recommend it. It is good. Good-ish if you're okay with that sort of thing. It's better than I thought it would be. It's interesting.
So
It
what's
makes
the
you think.
premise?
Yeah, so they like put a bundle of men and a bundle of women on separate sides of a building, and then there's these pods in the middle. And they can go on dates and request dates with each other over this period of time, but there's just like this thing in the middle that they can't see each other, but they can talk to each other. So it's supposed to all be like about non-physical attraction instead emotional attraction. The part that gets a little TV game showy is that they then are requested basically that if they fall in love, that they should propose to the person, within, and it's like a very short amount of time. So you get a handful of them that propose when they feel super connected, or there's like, oh, so and so was interested in one girl and got turned down and then went to another girl and proposed. Like there's like little dramas like that, more in the US one than the Japan one. And then they take those couples and then they finally get to meet at the, like, once they do that, they meet each other, and then they go on like a 3-day vacation getaway together. And then they live with each other, at least in the Japan one, they live with each other for 3 weeks before then getting married. And they have like the whole wedding and everything.
Why do they have to go and why do they have to get married?
I know. Well, and that's kind of my thing with it. Like, it's actually kind of sad. It's made me like actually sad because you see people like developing connections with each other that just need time, I think, to like get to know each other and not feel so rushed. But you see them like, well, do I want to marry this person? And I think that's a much bigger question than just, can I get to know this person, like be their friend, and then that. So you see some like pretty dramatic emotional kind of breakups, or like, you weren't really who I thought you were, that sort of thing. But like, I don't know if that's just a time issue, or I don't know.
They have to propose before they see each other?
Yes.
Uh,
Well, and if you think
are you
about
allowed
it,
to rescind your offer?
yeah, it's like pressure too to propose, right? Because if you want to continue on the show and get the vacation and blah blah blah, you have to propose.
Oh, I see. You got to play the game.
Yeah, and there's like some,
I'm too shallow. I have to see somebody.
yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
there's some sad ones where like this poor guy like went in there all ready to propose. All the other guys like cheered him on. He went in there and she like gave him a letter through like this cabinet thing first, and like shut him down, and she didn't know that he was going to propose, and he's wearing a suit, and and cried, and it was sad. Like, it's just, oh, it's brutal. And so I was trying to think like, okay, I'm going to turn off my video. Oh, okay, you can't see me now, you can just see that. I don't like that though.
What are you trying to do?
Here, I'll just do this. So if you just had to get to know me through my voice, would you still be my friend?
Yeah, but if there was a dating situation, I would definitely need to see them first before I proceeded past, a certain step in the
Would you
game.
ever accept a marriage proposal from someone who like you've never seen?
I mean, if I'm going to get a big prize on a TV show and I can back out of it, probably.
And that's the thing, is they can technically, like, they push out the wedding just enough where someone could bail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been
interesting.
I'm
down for a lot of things, Macie.
Yeah. It's been interesting though. I like being
I'm
able
down
to see
clown.
the cultural
I'm
differences.
down about town.
Pods. That's all. It's not like it's not a, if I had to rate it, it's probably like a 4 out of 10, to be honest, but that's the level of Netflix that's available to me right now.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You're cutting out still. That's a good pose though.
We have a big delay between us.
We do. Yeah, there we go. Well, shall I let you go since you're just going to freeze anyways?
Sounds good.
Later.
Bye.